This interesting looking fella is known as Arsinoitherium. Arsinoitherium is a type of relatively large mammal that lived from the late Eocene to the early Oligocene of what is now North Africa. In a lot of ways, they look pretty similar to modern day rhinos, complete with the horns on top of the head and everything. But they are in fact not rhinos. In fact, rhinos are not even their closest modern day relatives. They belong to a group that's known as Ungulata, which is a group that contains animals like modern day elephants and hyraxes. So it's actually more closely related to those fellas than it is to rhinos. Now, these guys would have lived in a sort of mangrove style environment, and for the longest time it was believed that these guys were a little bit more semi-aquatic, kind of similar to modern day hippos. But more recent analysis of their limbs seems to suggest that they were more terrestrial than semi-aquatic. It also seems like their jaws were completely capable of chewing tougher vegetation, possibly things like fruits. Now, obviously the horns are the most eye-catching thing about them. They had two large horns towards the snout and two smaller horns towards the back of the head. These structures likely had many different purposes, ranging from display structures all the way down to structures that they would use to fight one another. And there's probably quite a few different reasons why they would do something like that. They really were an interesting animal that just had a very cool look about them.